most amazing artist. Today we're going to be working on a 2-day step project. Actually, it's not just going to be a 1 day, it's going to be a 2-day. And what we're going to be creating are these really fun, crazy paper mache birds. So today's first step will be all about creating the form of the bird. Now, form is one of the elements of art. We know that there's 7 of them. There's line, space, color, shape, texture, space, value, and form. Now, form is a 3-dimensional enclosed object. Okay, we know that the difference between 2D and 3D is 2-dimensional is flat like a piece of paper. It has something called height and width, but that's different from something that's 3-dimensional. Something that's 3-dimensional also has height and width, but it also has something called depth, which is the thickness of an object. So form is 3-dimensional and has depth. And to create form, we're going to do it, there's lots of different ways you can create form, and we're going to be using paper mache to create a form, or other known as a sculpture. Now, paper mache is wet paper that when dried hardens, all right? But you need to create your form before you can create the paper mache to make it a sculpture, to make it 3-dimensional. You can't just glue paper together and leave it. It'll just still be flat, right? So the supplies you're going to be needing for today to do the paper mache part of the 2-step 2-day project is any type of scrap paper. If you've got newspaper laying around, that's the favorite of mine that I like to use, but any paper will do. And you could think about things like if your mom and dad or anyone you live with has like old mail they don't use, old school papers that you're not going to save, any old paper. If you've got computer paper and your family is okay with using that, that is fine too. Any type of paper, preferably one that you can recycle and not waste. But regardless, you can use any paper you want. You're also going to need a paper mache paste. Now, I like to personally use, in my classroom, I use something called art paste, and it's a white powder we mix with water. I don't have it here at home with me. It's one of those things I didn't think to take. So my next best thing I like to use is a glue and water mixture. I would say to do, and I mix it in a bowl with a paintbrush, and I can save it as I'm using it throughout the day with plastic wrap. I would say to use quite a bit of glue, but you want it to be like a really liquidy consistency. You know, maybe, I don't know, 2 parts glue, 2 parts water, you know, something like that. So you want to mix up the glue and the water. If you don't have an Elmer's glue, some type of glue at home, you can use flour and water, and that is used typically at homes to do paper mache. I personally don't love the flour and water mix because I don't feel like it holds up as good as the glue and water, but that is completely up to you. Now, also you're going to want to have some type of tape. I like masking for this. A painter's tape will work too. This is what we're going to be using to hold the form that we're going to be creating to put the paper mache on. Now, let's get ready to do day 1. So day 1 is going to be all paper mache layering throughout the day. And then tomorrow we're going to do the decorating part of it. Alright guys, so I've got my glue. I'm going to dump a bunch of that in this bowl and mix it up with some water. Like I said, you can also use flour and water if you don't have any glue. So don't worry if that is the case. Now if you realize you need more glue, it needs to be a little bit thicker, you can go ahead and add that glue to it. So I'm getting out my newspaper or whatever paper you have, and I'm like scrunching it into a ball. This is the form that's gonna be the bird's body, and you could wrap it a couple times if you need to. So if you have just regular paper, just bunch it in a ball and wrap paper around if you need to. Then I'm gonna take masking tape. Maybe you have just Scotch tape, maybe you just have painter's tape, whatever tape you have. And I'm just gonna wrap it around the form to keep that shape. And it doesn't have to be perfect because the paper mache is gonna make it better. Now what I do is I'm going to now tear my newspaper into strips, or whatever paper you have. You want to tear them into strips so it's easier to work with. If you're using a newspaper, you turn it this way and you want to tear it with the grain. Otherwise, it only comes apart in pieces. I also want to mention that you could use a balloon for the form of the bird. You would blow that up and attach the paper mache to that. I didn't have any balloons here, and I didn't know if everyone at home would have them. That's why I wanted to show you how to start your form with the crumpled newspaper. Now I take my strips of paper. I'm gonna make sure this glue mixture, or if you're doing flour water, is mixed up really good. And I'm going to dip the strip into the mixture. So take it, dip it, and then kind of use your 2 fingers like a squeegee to get the extra pieces off. And now just wrap it around your form that you did. And you want to really kind of smooth it over to keep it on there good. If you realize it isn't sticking really well, you could always add some more glue to the mixture. And then you're just going to continue to do 1 layer of strips all over the form. Make sure you completely cover with 1 layer of newspaper. Once you've completely covered it with 1 nice layer, you're going to set it aside to dry. Now after a couple hours, when that first layer is dry, you're going to take and do more strips to cover a second layer of wet newspaper, paper mache, over your form. Okay, all done. I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and tomorrow I get to add all the fun stuff to make it a crazy bird, including paint. See you tomorrow.